Prime Minister Narendra Modi has received a ceremonial reception in Zagreb, Croatia upon his arrival. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, after making his third stop in Croatia, and Prime Minister of Croatia, Andrej Plenković, has accompanied him. This has marked the last leg of his three-nation tour after concluding his visit to Canada's Alberta, where he attended the 51st G7 summit. Mehdi Kirk is joining me with more updates. Mehdi, the warm welcome that has been received by Prime Minister in Croatia has also been seen in the visuals. The meeting has taken place with the Prime Minister of Croatia, and what are the latest takeaways that you are able to gather so far as PM concludes his visit?
Well, indeed, Prime Minister Narendra Modi was accorded a very warm ceremonial reception upon his arrival in Zagreb, Croatia, marking the final leg of his, three-nation visit. And he was received by Croatian Prime Minister Andrej Plenković at the historic St. Mark's Square, where both leaders stood for the national anthem and also reviewed the Guard of Honor. So indeed, Prime Minister Modi, got a very ceremonial welcome in Croatia. And this visit comes after, Prime Minister Modi concluded his engagements in Kananaskis, Canada, where he attended the 51st G7 summit at the invitation of Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney. So also, it is very important to note, Simran, that in Croatia, Prime Minister Modi is expected, comprehensive discussions with PM Plenković, which aimed at, deepening cooperations in sectors such as defense manufacturing, clean energy, digital innovations, and other sectors as well. And not only this, Simran, but several MOUs and bilateral agreements have also been signed during the visit. And this marks PM Modi's first visit to Croatia as Prime Minister, and it is seen as a very significant step, Simran, in boosting India's outreach in both Central and Eastern Europe. Yes, Simran.
All right. In fact, Mehdi, continue to be with us. What we are learning next is that Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Prime Minister of Croatia held the delegation-level talks in Zagreb, Croatia, and the Prime Minister was accompanied by External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar and NSA Ajit Doval and other top officials. He has also met and interacted with the Indian diaspora in Croatia, who extended a warm welcome to the Prime Minister upon his arrival. While Mehdi, the meeting definitely did take place and a host of issues and people-to-people ties were also on the cards. While we speak about the relations between the two nations and how to strengthen the ties, what are you picking up as an outcome of the yesterday's high-level meeting? External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar was also present there.
It was a very important meet for both the countries and also, in terms of the bilateral relations between the both countries, because Prime Minister Modi and the Croatian counterpart, Prime Minister Andrej Plenković, held comprehensive delegation-level talks in Zagreb, where, Prime Minister Modi was accompanied by External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar. So as part of PM Modi's official visit to Croatia, the final leg of his three-nation diplomatic tour, this, meeting happened where the discussions held at, the Croatian government complex, which was basically focused on strengthening the multifaceted bilateral partnership between both the countries. And also, Simran, the two leaders reviewed the entire spectrum of ties, including political cooperation, trade and investment, defense collaboration, cultural exchange, tourism, and also scientific innovation. So if we talk about the key areas of this high delegation meet, Simran, then it focused during the talks, including, enhancing the economic cooperation, particularly in sectors like, IT, renewable energy, and other sectors. And both sides expressed interest in leveraging each other's technological strengths and also startup ecosystems to, foster more innovation and joint ventures. So indeed, Simran, the two prime ministers also exchanged views on regional and global developments as well. And several MOUs were signed, agreements were signed as well, and this marks the first visit by an Indian Prime Minister to Croatia as well. So indeed, it held a very, very important role in, strengthening ties between the both countries and specifically with Central and Eastern Europe by these visits of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Yes, Andrej.